here to do 2 nights exactly on the night that lockdown happened. So we are back, and we are very pleased to be back. Even though we can't see you, we hope that we'll take you on a beautiful musical journey tonight that will provoke some thought. This is a song that is from our Bloody Rain album, and it's a song about being linked to someone that you love wherever they are, whether they be dead, whether they be alive. I can imagine lying beside you. I can feel your hair on my cheek. Can you feel the love that's between us? Can you feel it? 'Cause I'm not so worried now. If I never see you again, you see, the thing is, no matter how far, we're always linked through space and time. 'Cause you're in my memory, and part of your history. 'Cause you're in my memory. Can you feel the love? There's no point now in burning bridges, but if it feels like your bridge is burned and gone, and your ashes, they're blowing away, they're blowing astray, yeah. There's always a river underneath, there's always a river flowing into a deeper ocean, yeah, an ocean of love. 'Cause you're in my memory, and part of your history. 'Cause you're in my memory. Can you feel the love? 'Cause you're in my memory, and part of your history. 'Cause you're in my memory. Can you feel the love? You're in my memory, and part of your history. Yes, you're in my memory. Can you feel the love? Yes, you're in my memory, and part of your history. You're in my memory. Can you feel the love? Can you feel it? Can you feel it now? Can you feel it? Can you feel it now? Can you feel it? Can you feel this love? Yeah. Can you feel it? Can you feel it now? Can you feel it? Can you feel it now? Can you feel it? Can you feel this love? 'Cause you're in my memory, and part of your history. 'Cause you're in my memory. Can you feel the love? 'Cause you're in my memory, and part of your history. 'Cause you're in my memory. Can you feel the love? Mm, mm, mm. Could you feel it out there all around the world? Okay, well, this next song is probably one of the most famous songs of all time. And I'm doing a project at the moment in Italy. I actually was the first international artist to go back there on the 1st of July to do a project which is called Who Killed the Beatles? And it's about Mark Chapman, who murdered John Lennon. Now, John Lennon was a very important songwriter, but his place in musical history, it's huge. So we dared to take this song, and Tony, this is Tony Remy, by the way, and this is Tim Cansfield. I hear you clapping from afar. And Tony wrote some different chords, and it allowed me the freedom to change the song and make it my own, because there's no point in covering a song unless you do change it and claim it. And I've dared to write lyrics at the end of the song, imagining that John might have been thinking along these lines. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Hey, hey. Can you imagine it? And imagine there are no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill, nothing to die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people just living their life, just living their life, just living their life in peace. Imagine it. Can you imagine it? You may say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us and the world will live as one. imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed, no need for hunger. Just a brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people just sharing all of this, just sharing all of this, just sharing all of this world. Just imagine it. All you gotta do is imagine it. 'Cause you see, they're coming from every trail. From Ethiopia, Afghanistan, Iraq and Iran. They're coming from Nigeria, and they're coming from Libya, and they're coming from Syria. Some of you call them migrants. Some of you call them refugees. They're coming by land, and they're coming by sea, and they're running from hunger, from war, from poverty. And all the gold in the world is turned over to the pirates, the pimps, the traffickers. And you ask me why I implore you not to bomb again. Not in my name. Not in my name. No bombs in my name. No guns in my name. No war in my name. No war in my name. No war in my name. Just peace in my name. Just peace in my name. Just love in my name. Just love in my name. Just peace in my name. Just imagine. Just imagine. All you gotta do is imagine it. Can you imagine it? Can you imagine it? Can you imagine it? All you've gotta do is imagine it. Can you imagine that? So quite a few years ago, we did an album that we're very proud of. And it was lyrically English lyrics, but musically inspired by African melodies and rhythms. And all of us in the band, at the moment there are only 3 of us, but all of us, there's usually Henry Thomas and Martin Barker and Adriano Adewale and Sekou Keita. It goes on, this Bloody Rain family. And we recorded songs duetting with the Zimbabwean singer, the wonderful Eska, with Keziah Jones from Nigeria. We have the Soweto Gospel Choir. And it was a wonderful experience to share in that way. Now, this is the song we're proudest of having written. And in the lockdown, I read a brilliant book by Edna O'Brien. It's called The Girl. And at the same time that we were writing this song, she was very bravely in Nigeria writing that book about girls being stolen and turned into the wives or child soldiers. And so Tony and I, with a friend of mine, Johnny Brown, we dared to write a story of a girl and a boy, child soldier, the stolen Nigerian girls. on this stain-parched ground, in this hostile land. Thou smoke in the sky, dried blood on the sand. Abducting was I, 12 years and a day. Believe me, I tried to run away. Well, I was caught, and I was dragged back there to camp. They scarred my face, on my head they left their stamp. They gave me a stick, shaped just like a gun, to help me practice for the killing runs. Well, I asked no stupid questions, I've heard too many lies. All I know is that my enemy must die, when all it takes is just one bloody day, and innocence is blown away. How did I get here? They stole my life. Why did they spare me? They made me their wife. Where is my family? Well, I have none. I'm the child of the splitting blade of the smoking gun. I'm the wife of the murdering boys. I'm their blood-splashed sister wife. I'm the daughter of the killing knife. There is no comfort in my life. I'm the wife of the murdering boys. I'm their blood-splashed sister wife. I'm the daughter of the killing knife. There is no comfort in my life. So say a prayer for the children of conflict. 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 Janjaweed militia! Say a prayer for the children of conflict. Say a prayer for the children of conflict. Say a prayer for the children of conflict. In the Hanway! Say a prayer for the children of conflict. Say a prayer for the children of conflict. Say a prayer for the children of conflict. The Lord's resistance army. Say a prayer for the children of conflict. Say a prayer for the children of conflict. Say a prayer for the children of conflict. When I close my eyes at night, I hear it again and again and again and again. So say a prayer for the children of conflict. Into the highway, it means we kill together. That means you here. That means me here. We kill together. That means you here. That means me here. In the highway. Say a prayer for the children. Say a prayer for the children. Say a prayer for the children of conflict. Just say a prayer for the children. Say a prayer for the children. Say a prayer for the children of conflict. Just say a prayer for the children of conflict. Say a prayer for the children of conflict. Say a prayer for the children of conflict. Just say a prayer for the children of conflict. Say a prayer for the children of conflict. Say a prayer for the children of conflict. And if there was a God, he'd hear my call. Very nice to be playing with you guys again. 9 months is a long time to not play together. We're usually on 4 flights a week, and we know each other better than our partners. But this long absence has been very strange. And, well, where we left off, what we would have been doing this year, would have been touring this album, this new album, because last year, Tony and I, we dared to pay homage, a musical homage to the wonderful singer-songwriter John Martin. John Martin died aged 60, far too young. And I found myself turning 60 last year and wanting to do a project that celebrated him at that age. And so we went back through his catalogue and we chose songs that took you through his musical journey. We recorded the album with a band, with the wonderful, oh God, so many. Can you remember some of the musicians, Tony? Yeah, Jason Rebello was on piano keyboards. We had Martin Barker on drums, of course. We don't go anywhere without him, except here. Henry Thomas. We had my friend from the Communards, Sally Herbert, who did string arrangements. And it was a wonderful experience. Anyway, having recorded the album, we decided to take it further as a project. And we got the wonderful Mark Thomas, the political comedian activist, involved, and he directed the show. And I took my brother, who was a documentary maker, took him around the country, and we interviewed John's friends, family, and fellow musicians, so it became part of the show. We took it to the Edinburgh Festival last August, and we won an award. And so we would be touring this album now. Tony and I took the plunge in early March, before we realized that there would be this lockdown, in pressing up 100 limited edition double vinyl. And my husband, Mark, who's an artist, has been doing one-off original drawings of John on the covers of these albums. So if you are interested in this project, you can go to my website, sarahjanemorris.com, and we're about to be launching another 10 of those, but there are some of the double album without the original artwork on them. We're going to give you some of the wonderful John Martin songs. He wrote beautiful and tragic love songs. And if you kiss the sun right out of the sky for me, if you told me all the lies that I deserve, and if you laid all night in the rain for me, I couldn't love you more. And if you love me till my eyes gave no more shine for you, if you walk beside me all the long way home, and if you wasted all of your time on me, I couldn't love you more. I couldn't love you more. I couldn't love you more. And if you gave me all the things I'd never ask of you, if you showed me all the ways you have to cry, and if you laid all night in the rain for me, I couldn't love you more. And if you kissed the sun right out of the sky for me, if you told me all the lies that I deserve, and if you laid all night in the rain for me, I couldn't love you more. I couldn't love you more. I couldn't love you more. Oh no, oh I could not love you more. you kissed the sun right out of the sky for me, yeah. If you told me all the ways you had to cry, if you laid all night, if you laid all night in the rain for me, yeah, gonna love you any more than I do now. I'm gonna love you anymore, love you no more, no, 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 love you no more than I do. Thank you. Another love song from John. There's just no way to say how much I love you. You never made me cry, that's just fine. I've only got my fear to put above you. You know we all get scared from time to time. Just love me with your head and heart. Love me from the place it starts. Love me with your head and heart. Just love me like a child. There's just no way to say the things I'm feeling, no way to tell you all the things you mean. 'Cause every day I only feel like stealing away to where I know I can be clean. Just love me with your head and heart. Love me from the place it starts. Love me with your head and heart. Just love me like a child. Just love me with your head and heart. Love me from the place it starts. Love me with your head and heart. And love me when I'm wild. There's just no way to say how much I love you. You never made me cry, that's just fine. I've only got my fear to put above you. You know we all get scared from time to time. There's just no way to say these things I'm feeling, no way to tell you all the things you mean. 'Cause every day I only feel like stealing away to where I know I can be clean. Just laying down the ways to say I need you. I'm tired of being tall, feeling small. Scared of all those days I had beside you. Scared of being wrong, and that is all. Just love me with your head and your heart. Just love me from the place it starts. Love me with your head and your heart. Just love me like a child. Just love me with your head and your heart. Love me from the place it starts.
Love me with your head and your heart. Just love me like a child. Just love me with your head and love me with your heart. Just love me with your head, with your heart, with your heart, with your heart.
Glasses, and I think I've lost an earring, and it's all going very, very well. Hold on one sec, let me just put this back on here. I hate the fact that I have to wear glasses nowadays on stage, but it's nothing compared to the menopause. Which has been going on too long. So that's wonderful. We've got people from Poland, Brick Lane, we know that, Tunbridge Wells, Ottawa, Athens, Malta, Argentina, Malaga, Florida, London, Rio de Janeiro, Brighton, very near to where I live, Bexhill, even closer, Hertfordshire, Mannheim, Finland, of course, Roma, Lisbon, Dubai, Woodley, East Yorkshire, Ireland. I have Irish roots. I think you can tell, can't you? Another John Martin song.
Well, I'm going away to leave you. I'm gonna leave you in disgrace. I got nothing in my favor. I got the rain on my face and I'm going home. Hey, 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 over there. I can't get enough of sweet cocaine, get enough of Mary Jane. And I'm going back to where I'm from. I'm gonna roll back home again. And I'm going over, hey, 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 over the hill. I'm going over, going over, going over, hey, 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 over the hill. I've been worrying about my babies. I've been worried about my wife. And there's just one place for a man to be when he's worrying about his life. And I'm going over, hey, 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 over the hill. I'm going over, going over, going over, hey, 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 over the hill. Well, I'm going away to leave you. I'm gonna leave you in disgrace. I got nothing in my favor. I got the rain in my face, and I'm going over, hey, 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 over the hill, going over, going over, going over. Hey, 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 over the hill, I'm going over, I'm going over, going over. Hey, 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 over the hill, I'm going over, I'm going over, going over. Hey, hey, hey.
Have a sip of water. My favorite drink water, but I wish I didn't have to. Well, I know I've got a free bottle here, but I wish we didn't have to pay for this. So we find ourselves in the midst of some crazy, crazy times. It's like some terrible sci-fi movie, but with a drastically bad script and no hope. It seems no hope at the end. But I just hope that people during this lockdown have had the time to think about changing this world and going back to communities and voting in people that actually give a damn.
Some of us live like princes, yeah. Some of us live just like queens. Most of us live just like me. We don't know what it means to make our way in one world, to have a say in one world, to take our place in one world, to make our peace in one world. You ain't got too much to say to me, then I can talk to you. There's no use crying, there's been no crying. I tell you, it's just the way of the world. It's the way of the world. It's the name of the game. It's the name of the game. It's the way of the world. 'Cause sometimes it gets so lonely. Sometimes it gets so cold and lonely. And this lonely time when we were born to shine. Sometimes it gets so lonely. Sometimes it gets so cold and lonely. In these lonely times when we were born to shine. Yeah, yeah. Some of us live like princes, yeah. Some of us live just like queens. But most of us live just like me. We don't know what it means to make our way in one world, to have a say in one world, to take our place in one world, to make our peace in one world, to have our say, to find our way, to take our place, to make our peace, yeah. Oh, some of us live like princes, some of us live like queens. Most of us live just like me. We don't know what it means to have our say, to find our way, to make our place, to find our peace, yeah. Our peace, yeah. To find our peace, yeah. Have my say. Gonna find my way. make my place. Gonna find my peace, gonna find my peace, gonna find my peace, gonna find my community. Wanna know what it's like to be free. 'Cause any one of us could be those refugees. Any one of us could be those refugees searching to be free. Any of us, 'cause you see in climate change it's gonna go hotter and hotter. And we're gonna be moving to cold lands, We're gonna hope those people open their borders to us. We could be that refugee. Open your head, open your heart, open your head, open your heart, open your head, open your heart. No boundaries, no boundaries, no countries, no boundaries. No heaven, no hell. Use your head, use your heart, use your head, use your heart, use your head, use your heart, yeah. Make my peace, gonna make my peace, yeah. Gonna make my peace, make my peace, yeah. Gonna make my peace, yeah. Gonna find my peace, yeah. Gonna find my peace, yeah. Gonna find my peace, gonna find my home, gonna find my home, make my home, make my home. Well, during lockdown, I dared to do three concerts from home with my son and with our near neighbor, wonderful Mike Willis from Tennessee. And the third time, we managed to talk Tony into borrowing his son's car and traveling down and socially distancing and did a concert. So it was wonderful. I saw Tony first. But one of the things that I loved about lockdown was the collaborations with different people online. And I've only just met this man tonight in person, but online we recorded a song together because he was doing this fantastic series from his mother's garden. He turned it into a bit of a paradise and got involved so many wonderful musicians and friends of his, including Katie Tunstall. And he asked if I'd do a duet with him, and so we decided to do this song because it was once, many, many years ago, the song for, oh gosh, what was the film program, or I suppose it was film 70, film 71, film 90, until it went on. That was the theme tune, Film Night. Anyway, I would like to introduce you to this lovely young man, incredibly young. I could be his mother, and he is a redhead, so I could be his mother, but I know I'm not. But could you please welcome to the piano the wonderful Tom Seals, my new best friend. Oh, I wish I knew how it would feel to be free. And I wish that I could break all of these chains that are holding me. And I wish that I could say the things I'm longing to say. Say them loud, say them clear, for the whole I want to hear. Well, I wish, I could share all the love that's in my heart. Remove all the bars, all that keep us so far. Well, I wish, you can know just what it means to be me. Oh, then you'd see, and you'd agree, every man, woman, child should be free. to do. Although I'm way overdue. I'll be starting.
Let's just take this down a little.
Well, I wish I could be like a bird that is in the sky. Oh, how sweet it would be if I found out that I could fly. And I wish that I could soar. Oh, I would fly to the sun, yes, and you would see, and you would agree. Oh, you'd see because you'd agree. You should see, and you would agree. That every man, woman, and child, and every man, every woman, and every little bitty little child should be free. Yeah. Everybody, everybody, oh, every man, woman, and child. Everybody needs to be It's like I was saying earlier, we could all be that refugee and we all deserve to be free.
Thank you so much, Tom Seals. Wonderful. My fellow redhead. I can remember being on Woman's Hour and being interviewed by Jenny Murray. It was about, this is one of those Tourette's moments where I shouldn't be saying this, but I remember her, it was a program about being a redhead and how difficult that was, you know, because the most asked question is it a boy or is it a girl? Does it have all its limbs? Is it okay? Tell me it's not a ginger. Nobody wanted a redhead back in those days. It's now the color that everybody dyes their hair. But Jenny asked me what was the most difficult thing about being a redhead, and I said that it was my nickname at school. And she said, what was that? And I said, Ginger Minge. And you know, I didn't go on to Women's Hour for about 5 years after that. So that's me out of the count for a while, isn't it? There we go. Anyway, many years ago, when if I'm now 61, this must be 21 years ago, I found myself, I'd done in those days you did a whole week at Ronnie Scott's, 6 nights a week. And I was backstage early Sunday morning counting the money. And I'm dyslexic, and it's a very difficult thing to do. And this drunk American came backstage and told me that I was the nearest thing to Janis Joplin that he'd ever seen, and that he told me that they were making a movie about her life, and he said that I ought to be seen for it. And he told me that he'd written this song, the song that I'm about to do. All I could think of was, drunk American, out the door, please. I've got to get back to counting the money to pay the band. Anyway, in The Guardian that week, I saw this tiny little piece that interested me, because it said that Melissa Etheridge had been cast as Janis, and she'd run off with the producer's wife. Well, I thought that was a great story, because I think if Janis had lived, she would have run off with the producer's wife. So I got my acting agent to put me up for the part, and I felt, well, I was led to believe that I had the part. And I started having Texan dialect lessons, but at the same time that somebody offered me a part, they offered the part to Britney Spears. Now this is 21 years ago. That was a strange casting, was it not? Anyway, luckily somebody talked her out of it and the project got shelved. And I think many, many years ago it got made into a DVD. I like it when they go straight to DVD and you haven't been involved. So that was a little bit of revenge. Anyway, years later, I found out I hadn't quite got over it. And with Mark Rebo, who's Tom Waits' guitarist, we did an album, and one of the songs that we covered was Britney Spears' Toxic. And rather than it being about a love affair, I turned it into about a smack addiction. That felt a little bit more like revenge. Anyway, I fell from a great height. I was a bitter woman, and with several friends, I wrote a song called I've Put All My Money on a Horse Named Janis Joplin. It's on an album called Love and Pain. Now for that song that drunk American who came back He really did write this song. So this is for you, Jerry Ragavoy, wherever you are. If you're still alive, well bloody done.
Didn't I make you feel like you were the only man? Yes. Oh, and didn't I give you everything that a woman possibly can? And you know I did. And each time I tell myself that I've just had enough, I'm gonna show you, baby, that this woman can be tough. So baby, come on, come on, come on, come on and shake it. Take another little piece of my heart now, baby. I'm gonna break it. Break another little piece of my heart now, darling. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just have it. Have another little piece of my heart now, baby. 'Cause you know you've got it, and that makes you feel good. Yes, indeed. Well, you're out on the streets looking good, baby, deep down in your heart, you know there's something just ain't right. Oh, but now, won't you hear me when I say I cry? And I tell you I cry all the time. Oh, baby, especially at night. And each time I tell myself that I can't stand this pain, then I'm in your arms again and I'm singing once again. So baby, come on, come on, come on, come on and shake it. Take another little piece of my heart now, baby. I'm gonna break it. Break another little piece of my heart now, darling. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just have it. Have another little piece of my heart now, baby. 'Cause you know you've got it, and that makes you feel good. Yes, indeed.
And if a man don't care about a woman, and woman he man, where you think they should do? And if she feeling to break he hand, or he she hand, where you think they should do? You could live good with callaloo. You must live good on fish and chips too. So if a man don't care about a woman, and woman he man, where you think they should do? And if a man want to set false standards for you to follow, to heed what you say. And if he persists to brighten your head and lighten your bread for you to live in debt, where you say, oh, you're coming out to play? Or we uniting right away? So if a man want to set false standards for you to follow, to heed where you say, blow away!
You took my heart and you put it in your pocket. when you walked away. I swear that you forgot it. Chewing gum and box of matches. They were its traveling companions through your deserts of emotion. When the rest of your life without me, I hear was one big commotion. But I want my heart back. Give it back, give it back, give it back, give it back, give it back. Give me my heart back. Give it back, give it back, give it back, give it back, give it back. I want my heart back. Give it back, give it back, give it back, give it back, give it back. Give me my heart back. Give it back, 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 give it back. Take it, take another little piece of my heart now, baby. Oh, go and break it, break another little piece of my heart now, darling. Yeah. Just have it, have another little piece of my heart now, baby. Go and take it, take another little piece of my heart now, darling. Yeah. So take my heart, you break my heart, you have my heart. So take my heart, you take my heart, you bring my heart, you have my heart. You know you got it anyway, oh baby. Take my heart, you bring my heart, you have my heart. So take my heart, you take my heart, you bring my heart, you have my heart. You know you got it anyway, oh baby. Take it. The wonderful Tim Cansfield, who really did come, or does come from Trinidad. A lot of people just think it's a great
accent.
Great accent you do for that song. I love that. Let's have a look. Oh, from Cliff. What's my favorite song to play? Oh, that's too hard, I'm afraid. I love everything that I'm doing in the moment that I'm doing it. The song that I have sung to death is Me and Mrs. Jones, because Radio 1 banned it at the time of my first album, terrified that I might be a glamorous lesbian coming out of the closet. And you know what? 4 years later, when Katie Lang came out, nearly all of those A&R people contacted me wanting me to sign, and I let them down again. Bloody heterosexual that I am. Anyway, Me and Mrs. Jones is the song I've destroyed, Cliff, but Neil wants to know, who would you go to see at Ronnie's? I went to see 3 times the wonderful Nina Simone. And even though on each of the shows she got pissed off with someone either in the band or in the audience and left halfway through, every second that she was on that stage was worth it. Because I think she has probably influenced me politically and musically more than any other female singer-songwriter. Thank goodness for Nina. Thank goodness for Ronnie Scott's. Thank goodness for my London home. So this next song we're going to do is, it's a song that some people think when they first hear me singing it that I found religion, but I tell you no, you're safe. It's about someone being locked away in prison and waiting for that day of release. And I always think of my father who went to prison himself when I was 17, and I try to imagine what it must have been like to be locked away for something you felt you hadn't done. Anyway, it's written by one of the greatest living songwriters, the wonderful Bob Dylan. And this is dedicated to all of my friends, my fans, and my family around the world, with love. They say that everything can be replaced, yet every distance is not near. So I remember everybody's face. It's every man who put me here. and I see my light come shining from the western to the east. Any day now, any day now, I shall be released. They say that every man needs protection. They say that every man must fall. Yet I see where I see my reflection, someplace so high above this wall. And I see my light come shining from the western to the east. Any day now, any day now, I shall be released. Standing next to me in this lonely crowd, there's a man who swears it's not to blame.
What, me?
When all day long I hear him shout so loud, just crying out that he's been framed. And I see my light come shining from the western to the east. Any day now, any day now, I shall be released. Any day now, any day now, I shall be released. Now I'm gonna imagining you joining in with us. Any day now, any day now, I shall be released. Sarah, Miles, Juliet, Tom, Wendy, sing. Any day now, any day now, I shall be released. I shall be released. Any day now, any day now, I shall be released. Just the voices, just to expose you. Any day now, any day now, I shall be released. I shall be released, yeah. Any day now, any day now, I shall be released. Yeah! Any day now, any day now, I shall be released. I shall be released, yeah. Any day now, any day now, I shall be released. Any day now, any day now, I shall be released. I shall be relieved. See the light come shining. See the light come shining from the west unto the east. I shall be relieved. I shall be relieved. I shall be relieved. See the light come shining, 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 shining. I know one day, I know one day I'm gonna find my way out of here. I'm gonna find my way out of here. I'm gonna find my way out of here. To my right is a really beautiful human being. And he's the man in the band that keeps us with our feet on the ground. It helps that he's a Buddhist and he's taught us all to chant in our way, in his way. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It helped me during lockdown, Tim. Tim is from Trinidad. That wasn't a mock accent he was giving you in the middle of Piece of My Heart. It was genuine. Aren't we lucky? Aren't we lucky that his family came over here? You make the world a better place. The wonderful Tim Cansfield, and I'm going to imagine you clapping all around the world for my friend on the right, my friend on the left, my friend on the right. He's never voted to the right, don't worry, but he's on my right, he's on my right, he's on my right, he's on my right. On my left is my left hand, right hand man. I've done a lot of writing and a lot of recording over the years with my soul brother, with my folk brother, with my rock brother, with my blues brother, with my African brother. All around the world, been all around the world. Like I was saying earlier, we've spent more time sitting across a table and talking and eating together than we have with our own partners. And I love both of these men. Can you please put your hands together all around the world for Tony Remy, my left hand, right hand man. Gonna find my way out of here. Gonna find my way out of here. Gonna find my way. Gonna find my way. Gonna find my way. Gonna have not say. Gonna find my place. Gonna find my peace. Gonna find my peace. Yeah, gonna find my peace. I'm gonna use my head. I'm gonna use my heart. I'm gonna use my head. I'm gonna use my heart. Cause you know some people live like princes and others. They have no home. They have nothing to eat. Nowhere to go, nowhere to go, nowhere to go, nowhere to go. And I know that one day, that could be you. Could be me. Could be you. Could be me. We could be that refugee.
Three words, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Sarah Jane Morris.
Thank you.
A woman who cares.
So we're going to finish with a song that I've been finishing concerts with since 1997, I think it was. I recorded this song on an album called Fallen Angel. That was it, Fallen Angel. And we were recording the album literally as my dad was dying. So it was a loaded album. And I've always been singing this as a song of peace in the time of war. But during the project, this Joan Martin project, we talked to Beverly. Now, Beverly Kutner was John's first wife. And Beverly was already an established singer-songwriter. She had a recording career. And she had, for a while, been the girlfriend of Paul Simon and had gone to Woodstock with him. And she got a deal and asked John to become part of that. And they went together to America. And while they were in America, they recorded with the band, some of the best musicians in the world, the band. And Bob Dylan also, I think, was a little attracted to Beverly. She was incredibly beautiful, and many people fell in love with her. Anyway, she told me that many years later, when they were writing songs together, John had said he wanted to write a song about evil, and she said back to him, I do not want to know about your evil. I only want to know about love. Beverly, this is for you, you brave, beautiful soul.
And I don't wanna know about evil. I only wanna know about love. I don't wanna know one thing about evil. I only wanna know about love. Sometimes it gets so hard to listen, hard for me to use my eyes when all around us gold is glistening, making sure it keeps me hypnotized. And I don't wanna know about evil. I only wanna know about love. I don't wanna know one thing about evil. I only wanna know about love. And I'm waiting for those towns to tumble. I'm waiting for those planes to fall. I'm waiting for the cities to crumble. And I'm waiting till I see a whoa.
Songs that it's very important that you sing this with us, because if you take this message away with us and you go to sleep with this as your musical earworm, things could change. Because we don't want to know about evil. We need to know about love. So I want you, wherever you are in the world, to join us and be this big new world choir. I don't want to know about evil. I only want to know about love. I don't want to know one thing about evil. I only want to know about love. Oh, I don't want to know about evil. I only want to know about love. I want to know about love, yeah. I don't want to know about evil. I only want to know about love.
for those towns to tumble. I'm waiting for those planes to fall. I'm waiting for the cities to crumble. And I'm waiting till I see you cross. Thank you very much, wherever you are. And please, I hate to say this, but do remember to donate, because we as musicians, and this is a club, will not survive this pandemic unless you do. Unless you recognize us as your brothers and sisters that tell the true human story. We need to keep going. Thank you so much. We send you love to wherever you are in the world. We hope that you are safe. We hope that you are well, and we hope that you find some sanity in all of this and find some peace in all of this, because it could be you, and it could be me, and we could be that refugee looking to be free. Thank you very much, Ronnie Scotts, for having us here. Tony, Remy, Tim Cansfield. Thank you, Miles. Thank you for our sound, as always. We go back a long, long way, do we not? Thank you, Sarah, for your introduction. Thank you, Juliet, for my management. And thank you, Tom Seals, you wonderful young redhead, for coming and joining us on that song. Thank you, and good night.
3 words.
Oh, good
Sarah,
morning, if you are somewhere in the world
Jane,
where it's morning.
Morris.